Hey guys, welcome to question FM243 of the Further Maths Fortify study guide. This question reads, each month Gotham Council holds a survey to determine citizen approval numbers when it comes to Batman roaming the streets of Gotham City as a vigilante. Past surveys have shown that approval can change month to month. Citizens have three options in this survey. Yes to Batman roaming the streets, which is a Y. No to Batman roaming the streets as an N, and indifferent to Batman roaming the streets as an I. Question A says the transition diagram below shows the percentage of citizens who are expected to change their approval from month to month, and you're given that transition matrix. And then part I says of the citizens who voted yes this month, what percentage are expected to vote no next month? So we're looking at yes this month to no next month. That would be 5%. Part II then goes on to ask, of the citizens who are indifferent this month, what percentage will no longer be indifferent next month? So we've got the citizens who go from indifferent to yes is 10%, and indifferent to no is 5%. Which means that 15% of the people who were indifferent will no longer be indifferent next month, or are expected to not be indifferent next month. Cool. So that looks like part A. We're then given some more information, which says in January 2018, 145,000 citizens were surveyed. The number of citizens surveyed each month is to remain constant. The state matrix that indicates the number of citizens who are expected to have an approval preference for Batman in January 2018 S1 is given below, and we're given this state matrix here, S1. B asks, how many citizens are expected to change their vote to yes next month? So we'll be looking at the people who are indifferent and the people who were a no, and how they transition over to yes. So let's start with the 20,000 people who are indifferent. So the percentage of them that will no longer be indifferent next month is 10%. So we're going to times our 20,000, sorry, not no longer be indifferent, who will change to a yes will be 10%. So we're going to times our 20,000 by 0.1 to find 10% of it. And then we're going to look at our people who were a no. So we had 45,000 citizens who voted no, and the expected percentage of them to convert to a yes is 5%. So we're going to times our 45,000 by 0.05. Putting this into a calculator should give you an answer of 4,250 citizens. So that's how many are expected to change their vote to yes the next month. Cool. That's question B. Question C then says, the information in the transition diagram has been used to write the transition matrix T shown below. So we're given this transition matrix here, T. And then part I says evaluate the matrix S4 equals T to the power of 3 times S1, and write it down in the space below. Write the elements correct to the nearest whole number. So what we're going to be looking at here is taking our transition matrix, taking that to the power of 3, and multiplying that by our state matrix, just like that. So if you put this into your calculator, you will get a matrix that has, it's got a few decimal answers there, or I should say answers with decimal places involved. Of course, we're going to be rounding them to the correct to the nearest whole number. So our final answer, when we put it in, should be 18,138, 46,286, and 80,576. That should be our final answer for CI. Part II then goes on to say, what information does matrix S4 contain? So I'll leave the actual matrix itself there. So S4 was equal to that. So what information does this contain? And we can say that this information contains the expected approval rating, actually, I'm not going to say expected approval rating, I'm going to say preference. Of 145,000 Gotham City citizens. In April 2018. Cool. So guys, that's all the questions there. If you guys have any questions for us, please drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.